Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining the Colorado Department of Labor and Employment today. I'm Tracy Marshall, Division Director of CDLE's Division of Family and Medical Leave Insurance. I'm here today to try and guide our discussion on registering your business on our employer services portal, which is called My Family Plus Employer. It is very easy, and we'll certainly do all we can to help you get set up. So first things first, you're going to want to navigate to the family.colorado.gov website to find our My Family Plus Employer page. There you're going to find several materials, including our how-to guides that will help you use the My Family Plus Employer system. When you click on the login to My Family Plus Employer, the button will take you to the portal's welcome page that looks like this. When you're visiting us for the first time and need to create an account, you're going to click on the Create an Account, which is underneath that main Sign In with Login.gov button. After your account is created, you'll then be clicking that Sign In with Login.gov anytime you need to sign in to the portal in the future. That button will take you to login.gov. Login.gov will ensure that your account information is kept private and secure because it provides multi-factor authentication, which adds an additional layer of security to your account. Since you're creating a new account, click the Create Account button on the login.gov sign-in page. When you arrive at the Create Your Account page, enter the email that you wish to use for your family account and select your preferred language and click Submit. Login.gov will send you an email to confirm your email address. If you look at this email and click the Confirm Email Address button, this will take you back to login.gov, where you will then create a password. After you've created your password, login.gov will prompt you to set up an authentication method. You can select your preferred method from the options available and then follow the prompts. Once you've successfully authenticated your account within login.gov, you'll be sent back to My Family Plus Employer to finish the registration process. First of all, you're going to enter your name and contact information to set up your user profile. This user profile will be the primary account administrator in My Family Plus Employer for your business. Then you're going to identify whether you're an individual employer, a third-party administrator, a local government employer, whether you're self-employed, or if you're the employee of an opted-out local government. An additional heads up for our local government employers, please make sure that you select local government employer when identifying your organization type. This is what's going to give you the functionality to submit your opt-out letter once you complete the registration process. For our self-employed individuals and employees of opted-out local governments, you don't need to take any action until you can self-elect coverage once our benefits become available for everyone in 2024. So there's nothing that you need to do right now. Once you have selected your organization type, you can click No when it asks whether you are a third-party administrator registering on behalf of this organization. A side note for our TPAs, you'll come back later to click on this and click Yes once you're ready to register on behalf of your clients. But first off, you'll need to register your TPA as a business. Next, you'll need to link your business to your account by searching for your Federal Employer Identification Number, or FEIN. Since you're registering for the first time, you'll need to add your business identification information by entering your business's legal name, your Federal Employer Identification Number, your business's primary location, and the mailing address if that's different to the primary location. Next, you'll enter the additional information about your business. This includes what industry you're in, whether you are a seasonal employer, and whether or not you have 9 or fewer total employees or 10 or more total employees. Make sure that you include the total number of employees that work for your organization nationwide, not just those employees in the state of Colorado. We have more information on how to count your employees on our famli.colorado.gov website. All right, you are almost done. This is a stage where you can add additional users to your account and give them different permission levels, or if you wish, you can skip this step and come back to it later. Now, all that you need to do is take a moment to review your business information, and if everything looks correct to you, check the boxes at the bottom of the screen and click Submit. And it's that simple. You are now registered with My FAMLI Plus Employer. You can now click on your dashboard where you'll be able to manage your account going forward. This is where you will eventually upload your wage reports and submit premium payments next year. We're going to take a moment now to move on to some of the frequently asked questions that we've been seeing coming in through our email and call center. And Evan is going to partner with me on this. So Evan, let's jump right in. If my business uses a third-party administrator or a TPA for payroll and some other tasks, can I assume that my TPA will register my business with FAMLI?
No, you cannot assume that. Although TPAs can register their client employers, and we assume many TPAs will register client employers, please double check with your TPA to make sure your business is all set up. In case you have already registered your business with FAMLI and your TPA did as well, we can help you align those accounts. Just give us a call at 1-866-CO-FAMLI, FAMLI, for assistance.
Okay, so I am a TPA and I want to register my client employers. Where do I go to find out how to do that?
TPAs can either register their clients individually or through a bulk upload process. Please check our TPA user guides with step-by-step instructions, file specifications, and file templates on our TPA page at famli.colorado.gov.
What if I'm a TPA and bulk registered my client employers? How do I give my clients access to their accounts if they request it?
So the best way to do this is to manually add this particular client in My FAMLI Plus Employer rather than using a bulk upload. However, you can still grant access to this client after the bulk upload by adding them as a user to their account. We have instructions on how to do this in our quick reference guide for TPAs that's also available on our My FAMLI Plus Employer page.
I use an S-Corp business structure, meaning that I pay no corporate taxes, but instead pay my shareholders. They're responsible for the taxes due. Do I still need to register?
The answer here is probably. The structure of a business is not what matters for FAMLI compliance. What matters is whether the business has qualifying employees. Under the FAMLI Act, an employee is any individual, including a migratory laborer, performing labor or services for the benefit of another, irrespective of whether the common law relationship of master and servant exists. The FAMLI Act's definition of employee also includes an important two-prong exception. If a person is both primarily free from control and direction in the performance of their work, and that work that they're performing is part of their own independent profession or trade, then that person is not an employee under the FAMLI Act, and payments to them would not be subject to premiums, and this person would not be counted within your total employee headcount.
What about our large employers? Maybe they're a large nationwide employer, but they only have one employee in Colorado, but I still need to register and pay premiums?
Yes. Employers with even just one employee in Colorado are obligated to facilitate payroll deductions, pay premiums, and report wage data for that employee to the division once a quarter. If you have 10 or more employees nationwide, This employer must send 0.9% of that one employee's wages to the division.
I want to explore a private plan for family compliance when that becomes available. Is there a penalty if I decide to leave that plan and then return to the state system?
No, but you'll need to agree to pay premiums into the state plan for 3 full years. Please see more details in our private plan rules on the proposed and adopted rules page of our website.
Are employers required to take the 0.45% out of employee checks, or can employers cover the entire 0.9% premium if they wish?
Employers can decide to cover the employee's share of the premium on behalf of their staff and choose not to make any payroll deductions if they wish.
So how do the payroll deductions work? What do employers need to have ready by January 1st of 2023?
If you're planning to deduct up to 0.45% of employee wages to cover your premium obligations, you must have your payroll system set up to make those deductions from employee paychecks starting in January of 2023.
I have a last question for you. Does my local government need to register even if we voted to opt out?
And the answer to this one is yes. Local government employers that have voted to opt out of the family program still have to register with My Family Plus employer and upload the results of that opt-out vote.
Thanks, Evan. So to wrap things up today, I will direct you to our additional online resources. On our My Family Plus employer page, you'll find step-by-step instructions for employers, local government employers, and TPAs. We also have how-to videos on how to register and how to submit your opt-out letter if you are a local government employer. In addition, we have 2 quick reference guides for TPAs. We have file specifications for TPAs and also sample file templates for those TPAs that choose to bulk register on behalf of the employers that they serve. You will have another opportunity to engage with us during another live webinar later this month. And you can also reach out to us at the email address on your screen or by phone Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. Once again, thank you so much for participating in today's webinar.